Welcome to this week's Charting Wisdom's Aussie and US market report for the week commencing Monday the 31st of July 2017. Here we have the monthly chart of the XJO, and we're still looking at this as a potential double top here. Now, since this second top's come in, which was confirmed last month with the down move, July, with 1 day to go, being Monday, is showing that we've got an inside month, a lower high and a higher bottom than the previous month. We're marginally below the open, indicating that the buyers and sellers are somewhat still making their mind up as to what they really want to do. Similar to what we had there in June, where we closed pretty much right back on the open. And we'll see a clearer picture of this in the lower time frames as we move on to those next. Just wanted to point out the volume here. As you can see, it's lower than June and also lower than May before that. The trading on Monday, I don't think is going to change that a whole lot. So we're certainly seeing a drop in volume as the market is making its mind up as to what it really wants to do next. Flicking over here to the weekly chart, we can see that trading range that I was talking about. It's even more pronounced on the daily chart, which we'll look at next. But this last week formed an outside week. We've got a higher high and a lower low than the previous week. Now, the high was pretty much spot on the top of the trading range there. Now, the low did marginally break below the bottom of the range there, and what it also did was actually confirm the double top pattern. It had to break below 56.65. We got as low as 56.53. So that's now confirmed this double top here, setting up the target of 55.03. So if we do break down out of this range, that would be a target that we'd be looking at as an immediate place to work our way down to. Now, until we break out of this range, we're still back and forth like a yo-yo. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 weeks now where we've gone sideways inside this range, and it hasn't shown too many signs that it wants to get out just yet anyway. Now, if we look down here at the volume, it's been pretty consistent over the last sort of 4 weeks. Not really going anywhere. Up and back, up and back. We're waiting for something. What that actually is, we'll know when we see it. But till then, we're range bound. The volume's not really going to confirm too much for us, and the market just needs to get on with it. So if we flick across here to the daily chart, you can see the size or the duration of this sideways trading range. It's been very consistent. The previous bottoms here running through all these the bottoms most recently. The tops here have been, we had a false break here, we had a false break here, and that set up that double top we were talking about. That was the day that confirmed the break below the low between the two highs, setting up the double top target of 55.03. We've got an interesting pattern happening here we had 3 days up into option expiry, which was Thursday. From here we had a good solid move down on Friday, pretty much wiping out the 3 days of gains up. Now, as you can see, on the Wednesday and also on the Thursday there, we pretty much reached the top end of the trading range. And as you can see, other than these 2 false breaks, that's capped the upside move. Now, the top of the trading range also coincides with the 57.93 50% level of the whole move down from the high up here to the low here, which also happened to be the double top target that we were working for within a couple of points. Now, Again, expect to see selling at the top end of the range, buying at the bottom end of the range. The pattern is held true to form really quite solidly over the last sort of 10 weeks here, with a couple of exceptions of those the two tops where we've false broke through, and also the false breakthrough here to that bottom there. But until we actually get on with it, expect more of the same. But when we do break, you definitely want to be jumping on the back of that, whether it be higher or whether it be lower. The market wants to get on with it when it finally does get out of here, and you definitely want to be positioning according to that direction to make good profits from that. Now, if we have a look at a little bit closer time frame, here we've got the last week showing the 5-minute candles. Monday sold off very hard in the first sort of 15 minutes, pushed down to make the low for the week. Tuesday pushed up hard for the first 10 minutes, then ground higher, but really just moved sideways across the top. Again on Wednesday, pushed up first 10 minutes, nice and strong, then went sideways for the rest of the day. Thursday, being option expiry, pushed up for the first 10 minutes, sold back down, made the low for the day in the next 20 minutes, pushed back up, made a slight new high, came back down, but really just went sideways for the rest of the day, because the big boys have pushed up, as you can see through Tuesday and Wednesday, where they wanted the market to be, individual stocks for the market to be on Thursday, and they held it there for the day, got expiry out of the way. With that now out of the way, Friday, well, look at that, bang, 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 we sold off really quite solidly. As you can see, the big pattern here is the first sort of 10-15 minutes, we've got the bulk of the day's move taking place. In order to trade that first 10-15 minutes of each day, effectively you need to be in there at the close the previous day, and that's if it's going to give you enough information in order to position correctly. Here, we matched up a little bit, so that gave us a good idea that we could have pushed higher. Here we actually sold off and matched down, which was completely opposite to what we did on the day. Here we finished flat, but we pushed up and then went sideways. Here we finished off a little bit, which set up the move down on Friday, which did push down, and it then tested a number of times, 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 times through here, and each time slightly lower tops, indicating the sellers were more keen to sell down as each time the market rallied. Now, this could indicate that we could be working our way lower from there, but having said that, the SPY futures are indicating we'd be up 24 points on the open on Monday, and that's on the back of the US markets and what they've done, which we'll move on to shortly in the next couple of videos. But I'll leave that there for the Aussie market. We've got my contact details if you have any questions or you'd like to get in contact with me in regard to the report, and also the disclaimer. Thank you very much for watching.